Hey guys, how's it going? It's so good to see you all. Do a reading. See what's going on this new moon collective. Hope you all are safe and sound, at peace, and taking great care of yourselves, really treating yourselves, giving yourselves that special love and attention that you and all of us need, especially at this time. I'm hearing that there's been a lot of hard work that the collective has been doing, and we are very deserving of a break. We are very deserving of rest. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. Yeah, it's go time, and the collective has been doing a lot of preparing, a lot of readying ourselves for this new chapter, and Spirit is very proud of us, extremely proud of us, I'm hearing. For all the work we're putting in, the tough decisions we're making to better our lives and our loved ones' lives, our dependents' lives. Spirit, what do you have for the collective, please, today? What is going on at this time? Please. Ooh, a judgment call. So there's been judgment placed on a situation. Excuse me. Judgment is being carried out in the collective's lives currently. There have been things that have created an imbalance, I'm hearing, and this energy needed to be corrected in order for the collective to move forward. So Spirit has called judgment upon the collective's behalf based on the guidance that the collective took from the divine. We have listened to Spirit and heard the calling, received the downloads from the spirit realm, and made the necessary decisions, the hard decisions, but necessary decisions to correct this energy imbalance and heal. Just heal in general, heal ourselves, heal these dynamics. I'm hearing that there was wounding being triggered, played off of, and this was a great lesson to be learned, a great test, you could say, of how much we have grown and how committed we are to that growth, how committed we are to the journey, that we were able to see. This is hindering my growth. This is actually taking me back, taking me backwards. It's holding back my progress, making me return to a more wounded state, and affecting my healing journey. And that is so amazing. Like, that takes some strength, that takes some knowledge, some wisdom to see. So that's just so beautiful that the collective was able to gain clarity in that regard and take the necessary steps and action that needed to be taken there. Thank you, Spirit. What else? What is going on for the collective at this time, please? What about this judgment? Do we need to know? Yeah, this judgment. Wow. So there was a deceptive energy, a karmic energy. Yeah, that was creating this instability, this lack of balance. Excuse me. There was some sort of deceptive energy, something being hidden. Sorry, that was not a very nice sound. Something being hidden from the collective. Someone not going about things the right way. And we noticed this. We heard our intuition. We trusted our intuition. We trusted spirits. Warning, I'm hearing. About this karmic energy, about this devil energy that was attached to this person, place, thing. But I'm hearing for a lot of the collective, it was a person that was still in karmic energy, had not done the same healing work that the collective had done. And this was, therefore, because the collective was connected to this person and interacting with them and connecting with them, it was making them revert back to this wounded karmic energy, this devil-like energy that is not of the light, not soul-serving, and not where the collective is meant to go. It was also not helping to progress the connection in a direction that it was meant to go through the eyes of the divine. I'm hearing this was all meant to happen this way. And the correct action was taken. 911 on the timer. So yeah, this was like a tower moment for the collective. It was very unexpected, out of the blue, but the collective made the call. I mean, they didn't think twice. Like, they set that boundary. They put their foot down. They took the necessary action to correct this energy, this behavior that was going on, and did it quite like with ease. very, I'm hearing silent but deadly. 10-11 on the timer. Like, just very effortlessly. Didn't need to say a thing, just instilled a boundary. And withdrew their energy. And this, Spirit is saying this was the exact thing that needed to be done. This is necessary to bring in the collective's blessings in order for the collective to be in a high vibration for what is meant for them to come to them. Whatever this thing was for you, it was holding you back, and therefore holding you back from your new beginning and your blessings and everything that is 11:22 on the timer, everything that is divinely meant for you, everything that is karmically deserved or owed to you in a sense. Like, yeah, it was holding back your good karma, blocking that. That's why it's so important to constantly be analyzing who, what, where is in our energy, because all of these things affect us, even if we try our absolute hardest for them not to affect us. They still, just being in our energy, somewhat have an effect on our energy. It's kind of like the saying, you are what you eat, or something like that. I can't remember the exact saying I'm trying to think of, but it's like, you are what you surround yourself with. And Spirit's just very proud, very, very proud that we were able to see this and listen to the guidance, take the necessary action, all in one clean swoop. Like, we did it, I'm just hearing again, with ease. We made it look easy. We made it look powerful, I'm hearing. Going off of that, we reclaimed our power. We, proved who held the power. And, it's very amazing, because I'm hearing for some of the collective, you were dealing with someone who was in an unbalanced energy. They were trying to, therefore, get you in an unbalanced energy, whether actively trying to or just as a reflection of their own energy, were putting you in this energy. It was creating an imbalance in power dynamic, in roles held. So yeah, it was unhealthy, and was making the collective feel like they were on a roller coaster and getting some pretty big highs, but the highs didn't feel natural. They didn't feel grounded. 14:41 on the timer. It was very easy to lose themselves in these high highs and low lows. Like, it was very, there was a power dynamic there where there was an attachment. It was pulling on an attachment wound, I'm hearing, for some. And that was creating, because it was tapping back into that old pattern, that old wounding, it was creating this sense of lack of control. And because it was erasing the progress the collective has made and delving back into an old pattern where the collective didn't even realize probably that that was happening. And so it did feel like a loss of control and just like their life was at the will of the world, I'm hearing. Their fate was in the hands of the world, of devil energy. So, yeah. Spirit call judgment on this, though, because that does not match the progress we've made. That does not match where we currently are and where we are getting ready to go and want to be. So I'm getting us letting this go. As hard as it was, as difficult as it was, as attached to this as we may have been or become, it was very necessary. And because if we would have kept it in our lives, it would have only further continued to hold us back, to hold us in that past energy that we've grown out of, and therefore not hold back our blessings, not allow our blessings to come through, not allow us to step into our future. It's like I'm getting the image of like a door that we've already walked through, a portal we've already gone through, a new life we've already stepped into, and then something from the past reaching their hand through the door, through the portal. Oh, this is kind of creepy, and literally just like pulling us back. So that may have happened for a bit of time, but we let go. And I'm getting this image of like, here's the door. We let go of their hand and we just catapulted back through that door like a spring, like a rubber band, you know. It's like we cut that cord and it allowed for us to return to our new beginning, return to our fresh start, return to this level up energy that we were meant to be in the whole time. All of this was very meant to be, but just yeah. And so I'm getting that it's catapulting us forward because of the momentum there that has been built up and was being stored as we were finalizing this last lesson so that we could fully embark on that, on our new journey, on our new beginning. So, as where previously we would have just walked through the door and, you know, kept going at a steady pace, it would have been one step at a time, up the stairs, up the ladder, meeting some resistance towards the beginning, and then it getting easier because of this different approach that this entering this new cycle had. 20:02 on the timer. the lesson there that was introduced into this whole scenario, it's creating a different energetic pull. So like I mentioned, that momentum is going to propel us forward even quicker than we would have gone before. So I'm just hearing to get ready, because things are going to move very quickly. There may have been a period of stagnancy linked to this lesson. That may have been confusing, because we knew we had grown, we knew we had stepped into our new beginning, we knew that the karmic scales had been balanced, and that essentially we were due for our blessings, for our harvest of what we had reaped. The collective has been doing this for a long time, sowing these seeds, manifesting, waiting. So we understand the cycle of things, and we understood it was our time. So it may have been a bit confusing as to like, why do I know it's my time based on the universal laws and how life works. And Spirit's telling me, it's your time, get ready. But I'm not seeing any progress. I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor. 22 on the timer. It may have been confusing, but now we understand what was holding that back in a sense, and what lesson we still needed to finalize, what energy we still needed to rebalance. And I'm hearing that this was like I'm getting like the final boss. It was like we had already learned all the lessons, but this was like an extra test on those lessons that we had learned, to make sure, are you really ready to receive these blessings? Because we can't F this up. Like, these blessings need a safe, secure place to manifest and ground and thrive, to sustain themselves. So I'm hearing. So Spirit had to make sure we're extra ready, basically. And we passed the test with flying colors. And this new beginning has allowed for that and is welcoming in the new. Wow. Yeah, moving on from our past, moving on from all of that did not serve us, from the karma, the deception, the betrayal, the imbalanced energy, the lack of stability. Any energy that was not of the divine. I'm also getting like jester energy, so like trickster energy, essentially. Any type of energy like that in any regard. any tiny ounce of unsettled, unbalanced, ungrounded energy is gone. I'm also getting like awkward energy is leaving from the collective and their surroundings, the people that are in their lives. Like, connections are just transforming in front of our eyes, and it's allowing for a new closeness with the people in your lives, and a healing of the heart, a healing of trust within individuals. Wow. Because the collective and the people in the collective's lives, that affects, it ricochets outward, are not associating now with past. They're not bringing past experiences into the now and letting that taint or alter their view of the present moment. To let doubt, worry, assuming the worst enter their minds or affect the new experiences that are happening. And this is beautiful because I'm getting, when things may have happened, we may put up our boundaries, we may have come across a little harsh, come across like, whoa, what are you doing with that energy? Where are you going with that? I've been through a lot. I see what you're doing. I am not going to put up with that. If we sensed like the tiniest ounce of possibly toxic energy, I'm gonna say, coming off from someone, and that's very normal, that's very natural, but we've come to a place where we don't actually feel like we have to be in that kind of defensive energy now, because the people around us, people, places, and things are reflecting a reflection of us. We see that. We see that if we trust ourselves and the growth that we've made, we can trust others to protect and be in that same energy and to respect that growth. So we definitely still have the ability to put up that wall, to show people how we really feel, you know, or who we are based off of the things we've been through. If we need to, we're able to protect ourselves, but we're not so easily on edge. We're not so willing to assume the worst, or like waiting for, what do they say, waiting for the foot to drop? I can't remember, but like just anticipating something bad's gonna happen, or that someone means the worst by what they're saying. Instead, transforming that into giving people the benefit of the doubt, seeing everyone as a reflection of yourself and the growth that you've made, and giving them that new chance, giving them that fresh start, not putting them in a past energy or trying to compare them to people of your past, or like project energies from the past onto these new people, places, and things. And this is allowing for the potential, the space for them to grow, for them to be in the same energy as you, this same beautiful healed energy. Because we essentially do create our realities in a way. And that's very beautiful. Yeah. We have the Queen of Cups on the back of the deck. So viewing everyone from a place of empathy, from a place of love. I'm getting having unconditional love for everyone. Seeing them from this sort of like motherly role. Excuse me. Regardless of gender, like really tapping into the feminine energy and just viewing everyone as essentially children of God. 3113 on the timer, children of Mother Earth, like as all beautiful and unique and wonderful in their own ways, and have gone through a multitude of different things. 3131 on the timer. And all of this is amazing and beautiful and equal, and we're all just on a learning journey, and there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to worry about. The people that we are attracting in now are not that of our past. And so we're really just allowing this space for love to reside, I'm hearing. What else, please, Spirit, for the collective at this time? Whoa, there's a lot. Let's see. Getting tired. Okay, wow, this is gorgeous. So we had a lot come out at once. We have, let's try and hold them all up here. King of Wands, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Sun. So, yeah, the collective has empowered themselves. The collective has stepped into this leadership role. There's been a reallocation, if that makes sense, a re-establishment of power. The collective now holds the power, which is what was rightfully meant to be with this judgment call, because the collective was working for the light and is working for the light and is in the energy of spirit and the divine. This happened by the collective setting boundaries, closing out those things that no longer were helping to progress their future, their goals, their manifestations, the things that were blocking out the blessings. Spirit moved away from these things, moved to calmer waters. I'm seeing this family traveling away from I'm hearing a spiritual battle. You have the rough waters over here and moving out to the calm waters. Yeah, getting off this roller coaster, getting off the rocky path, the unpredictable energy, where there was a lack of control. It was just going with the waves, like wherever. If you've been in the ocean or like a wave pool, you can't really maintain composure and control when there's a bunch of waves crashing into you. I mean, it's pretty near impossible. So it's like regaining that composure, regaining our peace, our harmony, our stability. Our senses as well. Our autonomy, our independence, our ability to hold ourselves, to carry ourselves, to support ourselves. Yeah, this was a victory. We won this battle, if you want to call it a battle. I mean, it was a battle. But yeah, we have come out victorious. We have taken the win here. And this is bringing in victory. This is bringing in blessings. This is bringing in like, I'm hearing like a trophy, not like an actual trophy, but like what is coming in for the collective is going to be symbolized, I can't really think of what I'm trying to say, by like a trophy. So this is going to be like the energy of the energy that came from this win is going to be reflected in what our life is able to offer us, what Spirit is blessing us with. It's going to, this is what I'm getting at, like, to the outside world, it's going to look like a physical manifestation of this win. It's going to look like something worth showing off, or something to be proud of, something worth celebrating. I'm hearing something that others may be like envious of or not understand how the collective received this. They may not see or understand what the collective went through in just this situation, but also other areas of their lives, or for a long time. They may not see all of the karmic lessons that the collective was faced with, and how the collective addressed those and acted, carried themselves through all of that. And this may confuse people. It may make people feel like things are just being handed to the collective. But if they only knew, man, if they only saw all the stuff behind the scenes. But it is I mean, it's hard just to see that in anyone's life, what they're really truly going through, but also for some of these people that are really thinking like this and like feeling negative feelings about it or envy, they probably haven't been through similar things in order to be able to relate in any capacity. So they limit it, they dumb it down in a sense to, oh, well, they're just lucky. They just get things handed to them. They just are favored by the divine and never do a thing, never lift a finger, and are blessed. But little do they know. Then we have the sun. This is what's coming in for the collective. Because the collective functioned in light, functioned in the highest vibration, went to source, went to spirit, chose love, chose innocence, chose beautiful, I'm hearing like fertile energy. That's what's coming to them. They're going to be in an energy of vibrant abundance. I'm seeing it. It's hard to put into words. It's like just constantly vibrating, emitting, emanating. I can't remember the meaning of that word, emanating. I don't think that's the right word. Radiating abundance, positive, light energy, this fertile energy, this yeah, just like this energy that is constantly ready to grow, constantly ready to, like everything you touch turns to gold kind of energy. That is part of this, Spirit is saying that is part of this energy of the collective catapulting forward. Like, based on the energy we have been in, it's been more stagnant, it's been a rockier road, things have taken a lot more time, a lot more work, a lot more energy to gain fruit from. Now, the collective is in this new abundant energy. It's going to be like the touch of your fingertips. Like, things will happen instantly at the snap of your fingers, like, that's amazing. I'm getting this imagery of like a person that's like, has like plants growing from their fingertips. So like they're reaching out to Mother Earth, to nature, and like plants are growing from their fingertips. So it's just gonna be instant growth. And it's because of this connection with the divine, with nature, with source, with the light. Yeah, and I'm hearing that this is how we're going to create our garden. We hold that power, but that power comes from the divine, comes from the source of it all. And also I'm getting that the collective is going to be working with many different elements, many different energies, many different spiritual excuse me, I'm getting tired, beings, in order to create this life of their dreams. And yeah, the collective fully deserves this. They have worked for and earned this the correct way. And it's going to be an example, I'm hearing, to others in how they can do the exact same thing, and that this is the correct way to manifest true abundance. Like, it's going to help people understand that the karmic patterning of what is very common in the Matrix, of like being so associated with money and just immediate gain and get rich quick schemes, stuff like that. All of that is so old news. That is so old earth. The new way to go about things is living with love, living by love. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do, guys. And we have proved that. It's a lot harder of a journey, for sure. And it's a lot harder to see because you don't see immediate result. But that's what having faith is all about. So at the same time, it is it's growing our faith. And so yeah, only those chosen ones who can have that faith, can have that strength, can have that type of love to turn the other cheek and be the bigger person, are able to see this, are able to function in this way, and therefore are able to receive true abundance. And it is designed that way because only the people who have the gifts to see that, therefore have earned those gifts to see that, are allowed to receive in this way, because only those people truly deserve it, because they are the only ones who worked for it. They are the only ones who were granted this access to begin with. So that's why anyone who tries to steal another's abundance, it's impossible. It's like they're skipping all the steps and going straight to the end and trying to just snatch it from the collective's hands. It doesn't work that way, and Spirit sees that. And for those of you who have experienced that, I'm so sorry. That is such a hard thing to have to realize, that enemies, some of the people that you may have loved so deeply, some of the people that may have been the closest to you, family even, could do such a thing. I forgot where I was going with that, because I relate, and I got a little emotional from just saying that, but it's, it may have been hard to see that at the time, because, well, for one, you're seeing others as from the lens of yourself, and you can't imagine that people would actually think or act that way. And then number two, your love for them may have blinded you to how this could really be true. So that may have been difficult to realize and understand and accept. But it may have made it a bit confusing as to when you did realize what's gonna happen. Like, are they just gonna get away with this? Do I now not receive my blessings? Did they actually steal my blessings? Like, just all these things come to mind. But now, we're truly seeing it play out, and yeah, judgment's been called on all of the deception from the past, all of the karmic energy from the past. Anything that was creating an imbalance the collective has moved away from, has led with love the entire time, has treated their enemies with love and kindness, even after all they did. And this has shown who is in true power, who is truly deserving of their power. The throne has been reclaimed. Yeah, like, the devil energies have been running frantic throughout the world, and God has put his foot down. And you can see this through all of the collective as well, putting their foot down, mimicking that same energy. Spirit does not handle this kind of stuff. Spirit has reaffirmed, reclaimed their power that was always theirs, and they always had anyways, but these devil energies were making a mockery of. God has come down and is not putting up with that. I can say that much. So yeah, that's been ended. That's been closed off. That's been I'm hearing that now the devil energies are blinded. Their gifts have been removed, I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they're unable to see, hear, all their senses, what's around them, where to go, because they abused it before. So they may be pretending to still be their old self, to still have those gifts, in a sense, or like maybe still trying to project this, false sense of power. But the collective sees right through that. And actually it's very obvious now, because they've lost their ability to connect with that double energy, because it's no longer there. The energy's been rebalanced, so they haven't healed, so they're still trying to attach to that double energy, attach to their old self, attach to those manipulative ways, attach to their facades, whatever it may be, whatever they found comfort in, found identity in, it's gone. But because they didn't do the healing work, because they didn't grow, because they were vessels for that double energy, they don't have anything else to do. They can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna grow now, I'm gonna be my true self, because their true self is quite not pleasant. It's like so it's very obvious now, because they don't have the illusion, the manipulative, convincing energy of the devil energy there. Those demonic spirits, they aren't there to help them create those facades, help them manipulate, help them abuse power. So they're sticking out like a sore thumb. And this is making it very obvious, especially to the collective. And I'm hearing that the collective is able to squash that energy once and for all, 57 on the timer, and Spirit's done their work. They've rebalanced the energies. Now we're able to come in and correct that even further by getting that the heck out of there within these vessels. And essentially, I mean, they're just vessels, so it's not a personal thing. It's not like they are the demons, but they are of lower vibration and were used by these demonic spirits. So it's because the demonic spirits are gone, from my own experience, it's a lot easier for, I'm hearing the collective, to not feel like this revenge type energy on these people, or feel like upset towards these people in any way, because the collective is of a higher vibration and of a higher energy, of a higher knowing, and understands that it was the double energy within these people, not the people themselves. We are all children of God. And this world, the devilish karmic ways of this world, is what corrupts God's creation. So, with all that said, it's just beautiful. The collective is rowing this boat. That's gorgeous. Viewing spirit, the divine, our Heavenly Father steering us to calmer waters, transporting us back to safety. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear, because the battle has been won. And it's time for the collective to move on to a brighter future, to move on to a time where they can receive and enjoy their blessings. This time of karmic battle is over because the energy's been rebalanced. It's so beautiful. And just like picturing that as the divine rowing us back to shore is so gorgeous, because divine truly, deeply cares for us as our Father, and never wants us to have to go through these things. And that's just a symbol of the Father's love, of their just taking a load off, right? Let my family sit down, aka the collective. Let them relax. I'm going to row this boat back to shore. I've got you. I am protecting you. I am stabilizing you in this boat, and we're moving away from harm's way. We are moving, I'm hearing, to like an island, to a getaway, to a peaceful paradise. Oh. Wow. Yeah, because victory's been won. Again, the battle has already been won. The battle is always won, because God will always win. No matter how in the dark we may feel, how much illusion may be clouding our vision in this earthly incarnation. For me, it roots back to my Christian roots. The battle's already been won. The spiritual battle between God and the devil, it was won in the past. Time is like, what do they say? Time is relative. Time is pretty much non-existent in the spiritual realm, at least. So it's an all-encompassing thing when you realize it. But in every moment, in every time, in every space, in every instant, in all parts of reality, in every incarnation, I don't know how to explain it to her with our words, but it's like, just in all of the universe, in every aspect of all of that, the battle has always been won, and it will always be won. It is always won. Man, Spirit's really having me preach about the battle being won. But it's like, Spirit really wants us to not forget. Not ever forget. Because it's the same thing every time. And it'll always return to victory for the light. Because that's the laws of the universe. That's how all of this works. The light is stronger than the dark. The light overpowers the dark. The light illuminates the dark. And it always will. So why not work for the light? Yeah. So now we're receiving this light within ourselves, directly from God. God is living within each one of us in the collective, and also in the people, places, and things that are in this new beginning, that are our blessings. So that's huge. Back of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Spirits, I was gonna say the collectives, but I don't know where that was referring to with saying the spirits, but the collective's blessing is coming in, their abundance is coming in. This spirit is gifting the collective their hard-earned success, and this is manifesting in wealth, in stability, in a material harvest, monetary harvest. No more lack. No more lack. This lack was because of illusion. That lack was because of the illusion created by the darkness, by karma. That we were less deserving, that we were in a lesser role than we are, that we weren't favored by the divine, that we weren't worthy and deserving of our Ace of Pentacles, when we always have been, because of our spiritual ranking and just who we are through God. But because we healed that wounding, we're able to see our worth. We're able to see what was here for us all along and was just being hidden by illusion and lack mentality. We also have the Ace of Cups coming in. We're also able to see the love that we deserve, the beautiful connections that we deserve to have with others, godly based connections, pure connections, connections full of unconditional love, overflowing with love. The collective will never go without again. This is the end of financial hardship. This is the end of loneliness. This is a reflection of the divine's love for us, the divine's view of our worth through them. This is what we have earned. Yeah, because of our ranking, the High Priestess. Because of the knowledge we hold, because of the power we hold through our connection to the divine. So yeah, the collective is stepping into their future. We now hold the world in our hands. The spiritual judgment. Wow. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Oh, it's been such a pleasure doing a reading for you. excited to be embarking on this new chapter with you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys continue to have a wonderful, blessed day and take wonderful care of yourselves. Really pour into yourselves the energy that the divine is gifting you at this time, because you deserve every bit of it. I love you so much, each and every one of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of this collective family. I love you guys. All right, have a great day, night, whatever time of day it is, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, soul family.